Recording is by the Beatles on Amazon Music.
All right. Okay, so we'll go ahead and start pretty slowly. We're going to take some deep bends in the knees and reach the arms up. Inhale, take in as much air as you can. And then exhale, let the arms float down. So we're coordinating our breath with our movements. Bend the knees, lift up, reach, spread the fingers, and stretch upwards. Exhale, bring the arms down. We'll do a couple more of those. Again, bend the knees, lift the arms, stretch through the spine. And then exhale, let the arms float down. And the last one for now, bend the knees, reach out and up, spread the fingers, stretch upwards, and bring the arms out to the sides and down. Nice. Let's take some shoulder rolls towards the back. Next. And then we'll go forwards. So we're going to mix it up a little bit. Shake the arms and shoulders, and then bring the hands to the shoulders. And we're going to go around like this, leading with the elbows and stretching the elbows away. So it just changes it slightly. Keep that nice soft bend in the knees, go up and down, let your knees work like little springs. And it warms up the legs nice and gently. And now forwards. And these shoulder circles are helping to warm up the upper back. We want to be able to feel our shoulder blades moving around in the upper back. We're building strength and helping to promote a nice, strong and straight spine. Okay, let go of that. Shake it out a little bit. Okay, so let's take a moment to breathe in again, stretching up just like we did before. And then we're going to bring our left arm down and lean to the left side. Go ahead and reach with that right hand. Hello. And then come back up on the inhale. Just starting lightly. And then go over to the other side. We'll take our time getting warmed up. And then come back up. Now we're going to bend forwards, place the hands above the knees, and reach the top of the head forwards. So we're stretching our spine, nice gentle way. And then bend the knees, arms out and come up, and we reach up again. And then bring the hands to the heart center. We'll do a little bit of breathing in our bellows. So our elbows go out, we take in air. Big breath in. You can even let the head go back at the end. And then exhale. Again, breathe in. Nice big breath. Breathe into the lungs and pressing down into the belly. And let's do one more. Nice big breath in. Take in as much air as you can. And then let the elbows come down and press the air out. Nice. And let's swing the arms forward and back. Loosen up the elbows. And then when we take our arms forwards, let's come up on the toes and hold that. And then let the arms come down, swing them back and forth. And then we're going to take the arms up behind us with the palms up. And hold them there so we build some muscle in the back of the upper arm. And then put the arms down, shake them, and we'll do the whole thing again. So swing the arms forward and back. We'll swing them a little bit longer this time. Really loosening up the shoulders, the neck, the base of the neck. And then if you can, come up on the toes and reach up. If you need to hold on to something, you can do that too. That's a nice transition while you're getting better at your balance. And then bring the arms down, swing the arms again. And then we'll take our arms behind us with the palms up and lift them back. Hold it there. So this is an isometric exercise. And then we let the arms come down and shake them out a bit. All right. Okay, let's take a breath in, lift up again. We'll bend halfway again. So bending from the hips, reaching forward with the head. And then bending the knees, coming back up. Now we'll let our left arm come down and lean to the left side. We're reaching with that right hand and then come back up, breathing in. And then we are going to exhale, going to the other side, stretching that hand away. And you can stretch the fingers out too, if you'd like. And then inhale, come back up. And bring the arms down and give them a little shake. Nice. All right, we're going to do some sun salutations next to really get ourselves warmed up. I've turned to the side so you'll be able to see more easily what I'm doing. Bend the knees, reach up, stretch upwards, and then we'll bend forwards and just go down as far as you can, keeping a little soft bend in the knee. Then breathe in and come up to a flat back again, reaching the head forwards. And then when we exhale, we'll come back down into a forward fold, or in Sanskrit, Uttanasana. Put your hands on the mat and step back with the right foot. So now we're in a lunge. Plant the right hand and take the left arm up to the side and then twist so that you get the hand going up towards the sky. And if you want, you can press your right heel back and down. And I like to spread my hand out, another chance to stretch the hand. And breathe. Nice, calm and full Ujjayi breath. And we'll return the left hand to the mat and step back into a plank. You can put your knees down if you need to. And then let's take another breath here, a nice big breath in. And then on the exhale, we'll bend the elbows and keeping them close, lower down, chaturanga, touch the knees and the chest. And then swoop up into either a low cobra or a high one if you extend the arms, or even lift the knees off the ground if you want up dog. Breathe here. Feel a stretch coming from low in the spine as you lift through the upper body. And then turn the toes under. And on the next exhale, let's rock and press our way back into downward facing dog. And then walk the dog. Alternating which heels, pressing down. And a little more walking of the dog. Then we'll stretch our dog. So let's reach both heels back, reach the hips back, and lower the chest towards the ground. The chest and upper body kind of sink between the shoulders a little bit. And we breathe. Reach back with those hips, stretching through the body. And then we'll walk or jump up to our hands. Hang in a forward fold. Come up to a flat back again. Reaching the top of the head forwards. And then we'll exhale back to Uttanasana or forward fold. Then we'll take our arms to the sides and hinging from the hips, slowly make our way up. Reach up into the sky. Palms together. Bring the palms to the heart center. And we'll take a few breaths here, calming the body down a little bit, standing with good posture and breathing our nice full breath. You can set an intention for the class today for yourself if you'd like, or dedicate it to someone. And another nice full breath before we start. on the other side. And then we'll let the arms come down. Give them a little shake. Then bend the knees and take another nice big breath in, reaching up nice and high, and then folding all the way forwards, or as far down as you comfortably can go. Then inhale, come up to a flat back, reaching forwards with the head. And then back down to forward fold. This time, we'll be stepping back with our left foot into a lunge. Place the left hand next to the right and bring the right arm up above the body so the arms are stacked, fingers are spread, or however best you can do this. Whatever is your ability for it today. Spread the fingers out, reach back with the heel. And then we'll bring our right hand down to the mat, step our right foot back to the left foot. Now we're in a plank, take a nice big breath in. And then again, keeping the elbows close, let's come down towards the mat, touch the knees and the chest, and swoop up into a cobra, low or high. So low is with the elbows bent a lot, and then high is with them bent less, so that you bring the chest up nice and high, the crown of the head, and breathe. And then we'll turn our toes under and press our way into downward facing dog. Again, we'll walk our dog. So alternating the heels going up and down. And now in order to stretch our dog, we'll reach back with the heels and the hips and lower the chest and let the head hang. And then we can focus on our breath again. Nice, deep Ujjayi breathing. Continue that for another moment while I let someone else in. Okay. And then from our downward facing dog, we're going to jump or step up to our hands, hang in a forward fold. Come up to a flat back. Exhale, forward fold again. Reverse swan dive up, slowly coming upwards, giving our bodies a chance to adjust, reaching up nice and high, and then bringing the hands come to the heart center and breathe. You can close your eyes if you want, and for our posture to be comfortable, we want to have a good base with our feet. We want our pelvic floor to be level, our shoulder blades to move in, and the crown of the head to lift up, just to mention a few. And breathe. And let's let the arms come down, separate the feet a little bit. And we're going to take our arms behind us and across the body in front. When we reach in front, we can draw the abs in. When we reach back, we feel a beautiful stretch across the upper chest and into the shoulders and upper arms. You can do this at your own pace. So welcome to Vicki and Debbie, and we also have Veronica. So I'm glad you could make it today. And then let's reach our arms out to the sides, and we'll make little circles, one direction, and then back the other way. And then back again, and then back the other way. And then lift the arms up, weave the fingers together up above the head, flip the palms upwards and reach with the arms. Maybe even get a little bit of a back bend. And then we'll bring the arms slowly down. Step the feet a little farther apart, a little more than the shoulders. Reach the arms behind, weave the fingers together there, and then press the arms straighter and the knuckles reach downwards. So we're really opening the chest again in a slightly different way, because it's a downward motion, so the shoulders are reaching down. Now we're going to fold forwards halfway, letting the arms come up. And then if you can, go deeper into your fold and let the arms float up even higher, maybe even towards the front. Keep a nice soft bend in the knees and just do the poses to the degree that's still comfortable. And now slowly come up, all the way up, reaching up above the head. Now we're going to take our left arm down again and reach to the side, stretching that hand up as if we're trying to reach for a star that's on this side. So we're really elongating, and bring the left arm up, and we'll take the right arm down and go for a star slightly on the right side. Reaching and breathing. And then we'll come back up to the center. And let the arms float down to the sides. Again, give them a little shake in the shoulders too. Okay, so I think we're ready to stretch the shoulders. Let's take our left arm up above the head, bend at the elbow, and bring the right hand up to the elbow. And you can use that right hand to help adjust the shoulder stretch. And then if your head sagged forwards like this at all, see if you can lift it back up, even if it means adjusting the arms for a little more space for your head. We want our head to be in line with the rest of the spine in this pose. One more breath here. Nice, deep, full Ujjayi breathing. And Ujjayi breathing includes listening to the breath. And then lift the arms up, stretching upwards. And then let's switch to the other arm. Again, making room for the head so that's above the body. And breathing. Nice, calm and full Ujjayi breath. Let's take one more breath here. You can always come out of a pose or make it easier for yourself if you need to. And then we'll lift our arms up, stretch up nice and high, and then let the arms float out to the sides. Separate the feet a little, shoulder distance is good, and we're going to swing the arms around the body. You can even let the hands and lower arms just flap against the body a little bit, if it feels good to do that. Kind of like patting yourself. Couple more times. And then we'll come back to the center. All right, now we're going to take a nice breath in, lifting up again. Stretching up, then bending forwards. Bend the knees a lot more this time and place the hands right onto the floor. Let's step our feet back so that we can go into another downward dog. Stretching the dog, so we're reaching back with the hips, lowering the chest, letting the head hang, and breathing. Our bellies are kind of drawn inwards towards the spine. And now let's lift our right leg up into a three-legged dog. You can reach with the right heel if you want a little extra. And then we'll bring the right leg down and lift the left one up. Nice three-legged dog. Stretching and lowering the shoulders and chest. Then we'll bring that foot down and come on to our knees. Let's come all the way down to a child's pose now. Bringing the hips, bringing the hips down towards the heels, lowering the chest toward the thighs, and keeping the arms outstretched. The forehead can sink lower towards the floor. It may not touch the floor, that's okay. You can make a little tower with your fist if you want to rest your forehead at a higher position than the floor. And then just breathe here another time. Nice, big, deep breath. And then let's walk the hands over to the left side. Just a little ways, just like maybe 11 o'clock, 10:30 at the most is probably fine. Breathe and relax, letting the upper body sink downward. Maybe resting your head on one of your arms. One more breath on this side. Let's play meditation music.
Here's a station you might like. Meditation on Amazon Music.
Now let's walk the hands or slide them to the middle. Take a nice breath in. And then we'll take the arms over to the right and do the same. Nice stretch. Let the chest come around so it's in the same direction as the arms as much as we can, and then sink down onto the thighs. Let the forehead come low, maybe rest on an arm and breathe. So after this nice low back stretch and that little bit of a twist, we're going to come back to the center, come up to all fours, and then place the forearms onto the ground out in front. So the elbows are under the shoulders, the whole hand is connected to the floor except maybe the little arch in the hand. And let's turn our toes under and pop up into a dolphin. Bringing the hips back as far as we can, stretching the spine that way, and letting the crown of the head sink downward, maybe even touch the floor. So our upper body kind of sinks between the shoulders, which work like supports on a bridge. So we'll hold our dolphin for another nice long breath. Then we'll bring our knees down, come up to all fours, and do a nice stretch. This is our C curve stretch. So let's take our left leg back and swoop it over to the right side. Then we'll turn our upper bodies towards that left foot. So we want to feel a stretch in the hips and the IT band, which is on the top and right side of the thigh. And remembering to breathe our nice, calm, and full Ujjayi breath. Let's bring that left leg in So we're on all fours again. Make sure your fingers are spread too, so that again, we have good support throughout the hand. Send that right leg back, swoop it over to the left side, and now we'll turn towards that foot. You can make adjustments so that you can feel the best stretch for you. I encourage you to modify these poses however is best for your body or your emotional state. And plus every day, we feel differently. It's different every day. So listen to your own body and how you're doing today. Last breath here. And then let's bring that leg back in. And we're going to sit back on our heels. Place the hands on the thighs. Turn the head from side to side so that we warm up the neck. So we just want to go part way to the side so that we're comfortable. Our neck is just giving us not its maximum, but enough to warm up the muscles. And also this is supposed to help us to avoid vertigo, this motion. Then let's bring the head to the center and nod up and down. Same thing, we don't need to go our farthest. It's not a range of motion activity, it's a warming up activity. And now, let's see, let's do about 4 more. Then we'll take our chins down towards our chest, tuck the chin in a little, and stretch way up towards where the neck and the cranium meet. We're going to stretch the top of the neck, especially here. Then we'll slowly roll the head over towards the left shoulder, so ear to shoulder, shoulder stays down. And then we'll slowly roll back down to the chest and over to the right. Nice gentle roll. And then back to the center. And lift the head up. Let's come up onto our knees. We're going to send our right leg out to the side. And then we'll put our right arm on the outside of the leg. Lift our left arm up. Stretch up. So we'll just do this angled stretch. And now reaching upwards, we'll also tip to the side towards the outstretched leg. Breathe a nice, calm, and full Ujjayi breath. Then we'll come back up. Bring that leg in. So it's a little bit of a balance pose here. And then we'll take our other leg out. We want the left hand on that left leg. Reach the right arm up. You might even connect the outer edge of the foot to the floor. And then start leaning and reaching. And all the while breathing. Nice, full Ujjayi breath. And we'll bring the arm back up. Kind of drag that foot back in. And then we're going to lean a few times. Well, 4. We'll lean 4 times. So let's have our hands either on our hips or on our thighs and lean. So that's our exhale. Then inhale, bring the body back up. You can even touch your abs, the abdominal area. Let's lean back again on the exhale, just to see if you're keeping those muscles engaged. And then come back up. We'll do 2 more. Lean back just as far as is comfortable. And then breathe in, come up. And now we'll do one more lean back. And one more coming back up. Nice. Let's go forwards onto our hands and knees again and do some cow and cat. So we want to figure out if our wrists are right under the shoulders or as close as we can get them. Spread the fingers out again. Have the knees under the hips. Let's breathe in, and as we do, reach the hips back and the head forwards. And then as we exhale, draw the abdominal area in toward the spine as we curve our best upwards. And then go back and forth between cow and cat at your own pace. Maybe 5 or 6 or 7 more times, depending on your lung capacity. Since we're coordinating our motions with our breath. We're elongating our spine and making it more supple, more flexible, and hopefully much stronger in the muscles that help to support our spine. Wherever you are, let's go ahead and do 1 or 2 more. Then after your last cat, let's come back to the center, back to neutral. Next, we're going to do a shoulder stretch. Let's take our left arm up out to the side and then twist so that we are trying to get that left arm up a little higher, maybe even above the body. But don't worry if it doesn't go that high. And then we'll swoop the arm under and slowly slide it across on the other side and bring the shoulder down to the mat and feel a nice upper arm and shoulder stretch here. The hips can tip back a little bit. I'll show you from the side, but that helps you get into the pose just right. And then focus on the breath again, nice calm and full Ujjayi breathing. And then we'll slowly come back up so we're on all fours again. And now we'll take our right arm out to the right side. Pinwheel up higher if it's available to you. Just go as far as it's comfortable. Breathe as you try. And then we'll weave that right arm underneath the left shoulder. Slide the hand across and bring the shoulder down towards the floor. And then lay it gently on the floor and breathe. And then we'll come back up to all fours. And let's sit back on our heels again, or a T position, some people might call it. And let's take our arms up above the head. Stretch through the spine as we reach. Then bring the hands to the heart center. And now let's take our hands out towards the shoulders with our palms facing forwards. We're going to do another breathing exercise, lion's breath. So we take in a big full breath And then we do, as if we're a lion, pounce forward. So we bring our hands down, grip the floor, open the mouth, stick out the tongue, and go, ah, and even cross the eyes if you can think of it. So here we go, big breath in. Exhale. Big breath in. Exhale. Inhale again. 2 more. Exhale. And again. Breathe in, lion's breath. Exhale. And sit back. Let's come to cross-legged. Bring one leg around and sit in Sukhasana if you'd like. That's the easiest cross-legged pose. One leg can just be out in front a little, or you can come to half lotus or even lotus if you feel like it. So we're going to be working on a rib cage right now. Let's hold on to our knees. We're going to lift the crown of the head and move the ribs forwards. So the ribs are doing all the movement because the hips are seated. Bring the ribs back. Now let's take them back behind us, lift up, breathe in, and move the ribs farther back. And then back to the center. Now let's lift and move them over to the left side. So we're reaching with our rib cage, working as a unit. And then bring the rib cage back to the center. Now we'll lift, breathing in, and move the ribs over to the right side, stretching the upper body that way, and then coming back to the center. All right, let's lean back into a boat pose. So we're just going to do a half boat, really. So let's lean on our hands with our fingers forwards, unwrap the legs, and stick the legs out and up in front of us. So this is kind of a half boat. If you'd like to stick your arms out to the sides, then you're in a full boat. And we'll breathe here again if we can. And then we'll fold our legs again. The other leg in front or on top. And then place the hands back on the knees. And we're going to take our upper body around in a circle. So when we do this, now we can think about the ribs reaching as a unit in the different directions, but making it nice and calm and fluid. And now let's reverse those nice stretches of the rib cage away from the center line. So hopefully this feels good on your back. And you work the muscles around the ribs, the intercostal muscles, by stretching the ribs apart and reaching. And let's do 2 more. 1 and 2. And back to the center. Now let's turn the palms up. We'll do the mudra that's supposed to enhance our digestion, bringing the middle finger to the tip of the thumb. So the tips of the fingers come together. The other fingers are outstretched, and we lay the back of the hand near the knees. You can do other variations if you like. This is just a suggestion for today. So sitting up nice and tall, draw the shoulder blades together, close the eyes, focus on the breath. And we'll breathe like this for about 5 times, enough so that you can calm down and have a little time to just really focus carefully on the breath. And relax the facial muscles. The shoulders are back and down, so they're relaxed. Muscles around the head, the crown of the head, the back of the head, and the temple. Nice full breathing. We'll slowly open the eyes back up, release the hands, and we'll do a neck stretch next. Let's lift our left arm up, lay the forearm gently on top of the head, just for a tiny bit of added weight if you want it. Lift the crown of the head, so again, elongating through the spine, including the neck. And now let's tip to the right, slowly with our head. Then we'll bring our right hand up to our right shoulder and bring that shoulder slightly lower as it's comfortable. So we're leaning to the left side of the head and the right shoulder is reaching downward. That'll elongate that stretch out into the shoulder and maybe out to the tip of the shoulder even. Breathe. Nice. And then we'll slowly release that side. Now we'll take our right arm up, bend at the elbow so that the forearm can lay gently on top of the head. Lift the crown of the head, tip to the right side slowly, and then bring the left hand to the left shoulder and draw it down towards the ground, just as far as it's comfortable. And breathe, and you can even close your eyes and focus on the breath. And we'll slowly raise the head back up. And now we're going to unfold the legs and have them out in front, bend in the knees. And again, we're going to have our fingers pointed forwards, but the hands are behind the hips and slightly to the sides. We're going up into a crab next. So what that means is our feet are gripping the floor, our fingers too, and we're going to lift the hips up, maybe even to a tabletop type pose. And then maybe the hips can come a little higher. If the neck feels okay, you can let the head hang back. But if not, you can just leave it up so you can look around the room. Now we're going to try to move in our crab. Try sideways first. Go a little to the right. And then a little back to the center, wherever you were. Maybe go back a little and go forward. So we're moving like a crab. And then come down, swoop the arms around, our legs, sorry, and come on to all fours. So that was our crab, a little counter pose to our forward bending. And now we're on all fours again. We're going to go into a scorpion pose. So what that means is lifting a bent right leg and reaching the foot towards the head. It doesn't have to get very close to the head. It's just the act of reaching that's so good for us. And one more breath, reaching with the foot. And then bring that right leg down. And we'll try the other side. Left leg comes up, the knee is very bent. And then we reach with that left foot towards the back of the head. And then we'll bring the knees down. Let's come back onto our forearms and then walk the knees back until our hips are on the ground. And we're just going to roll our hips a little from side to side to loosen up. A little rolling action through the hips. And now let's bring our chest down onto the floor. Stretch the arms out. And we'll do some locusts. So we're going to lift our right arm and our left leg. Now we're keeping the legs straight. Then we'll bring those limbs down, and lift the others. Left arm up, right leg up. And then bring them down. And let's relax onto the floor. Now we're going to stretch our thighs. So we're going to bring our right hand back to meet the right foot and then draw the foot toward the buttocks. So we get to do this quadricep stretch lying down this time, nice and relaxed. If you feel like you reach your buttocks too easily and don't feel much stretch, then try pressing the right hip down towards the floor. And that might give you a little more intensity if you wish it. And then focus on the breath, breathe nice and full, Ujjayi breathing. You can even close your eyes if you want. And one more nice long breath here. And then we'll release that side and reach the left arm back for the left foot and draw that foot in close. And do this at increments. So give your quadriceps time to adjust. And if it starts feeling very comfortable, see then if you can go a little deeper. Taking your time. Another chance to focus on the breathing. And now we'll release the left foot and come back up on all fours. So bring the hands next to the chest and lift up to all fours. And then turn the toes under and go up into a downward facing dog again. And walk the dog. And then let's stretch into our downward facing dog. So we let the chest come down between the shoulders a bit. You can keep a slight bend in the knees if that's helpful. And then let's step about halfway forwards, bring the hips down into a squat. So from the front, I'll show you so that you can see that the knees can be out here and you can just place your hands together in front. Try to keep arches under the feet. That's a pretty tricky part there. And then if you want your squat to be closer, you can wrap your arms around your knees and then try to straighten the spine. So both ways are good. And one more breath in your chosen squat. Sometimes you might even try putting the elbows inside the knees and getting a wider squat. And in order to come out of it, we're going to bring our hands down, lean on the hands a little, and lift the hips up into a forward fold, like so. Knees bent, fine. And then bend the knees more and come up like a rag doll, unfurling the spine very slowly, one vertebra at a time. Giving your body a chance to adjust. Bring the shoulders up and back, and then finally the head. Nice. Separate the feet a little, and we're going to do some circles with our hips. Loosening up again. And a couple more. And then back the other way. And then let's come back to the center. Now we're going to take a small break to get a drink and do whatever else you might need to do, because we've been at this about 50 minutes now. And then next we'll be going into our tree, so that'll be our major balance pose today. So when you do come back, let's sway around, similar to what we did before, but without the hand patting. A few more times. And then back to the center. I'm going to be standing on my right foot, but it looks like my left. So let's go with the left foot. Left foot first, bring the right foot close. Draw the abdominal area in so it's nice and strong. And you can pivot on your toes, but if you can lift them to the ankle or the groin. And then move the knee out towards the side. And with the strength of the feet and legs, let's lift enough to bring the hip in line if it doesn't feel like it's there. And then bring the hands to the heart center. And then we'll slowly take our hands up higher until they're above the head, if you can do that. And then the elbows move out so they're in line with the ears. And then we gradually extend the arms as far as it's comfortable for you. Ideally, the arms come in to the ears. But everyone's on their own yoga journey, so we'll just celebrate whatever it is we can do today. Nice full breathing. And then to change it up a little, we're going to let our arms come out to the sides. Palms are up in a nice receiving position. And we draw the shoulder blades together to strengthen the upper back. Breathe here. Nice. And then we'll take the arms up above the head again, or as however far up you can take them. Breathe again. Nice full and calm breathing. And we'll bring our hands slowly down to the heart center, where we'll take another breath. And then let's release it and walk it out. That was a long one, so good job everyone for trying that. Now we'll switch to our other foot. Standing on the right foot, spread those toes out, keep the arch, nice strong base. Bring the other foot close. Abs are tight, so we have good strength in the lower part of our bodies. And then let's bring our foot up, either to the ankle and turn the knee, or up higher. And then we'll bring the hands to the heart center. And if we wiggle or sway, we don't need to worry about that because we're trees and trees sway. So let's slowly take our arms up higher. Hands above the head, elbows flare to the sides, and then extend to whatever degree you feel comfortable with. It's your practice and you get to decide. And then nice calm breathing, full breathing. So often we go about our day taking little short breaths. We have so much to do. This is a nice time to remind ourselves how important it is to get that full breath in, massage all those organs, and help ourselves relax. Arms float out to the side, shoulder blades move in, palms are up. A nice calm breathing. And then we'll move the arms back up above the head. This time, try to reach up a little taller. Maybe the hip comes in more. We can get a bit more extension that way. And then we'll bring the hands to the heart center. Take another big inhale when you're ready. And the exhale, we'll bring the arms and the leg down and walk it out. Right. We're going to run through our Virabhadrasana or warrior poses next. So let's stand at the front of our mat and step our right foot back and sink into a nice straight ahead lunge. It's a high lunge where our knees are not on the ground unless you need that. And then we'll take our arms forwards and up and reach up high, arms out of the shoulders, and then bring the arms down into the shoulder sockets to be nice and strong across the upper body. And if you can, look up and maybe even bend back a tiny. And then we'll lift up, turn that back foot out, and twist the body to the side. And take the arms forward and back. So we're going to be bending our left knee straight ahead and keeping our torsos over the hips. Drawing the shoulder blades in. Lots of little adjustments. We keep our arches in the feet. And then breathe. So beautiful Virabhadrasana 2. And then we'll be bringing our right arm down and lifting the left one up, palm back, stretch upwards. And then slide that right hand down the right leg a little so that you can get a nice curve. The main goal is extension, but also suppleness and strength. And we'll come slowly back to our warrior 2. And we'll modify our triangle. Bring the elbow down to the knee. Lift the right arm. You can do a regular triangle if you would rather. The main thing is that we then try to reach the upper body away from the hips. elongating the spine and trying to get good alignment. You can spread the fingers out and stretch the hand if you want. And then come back up and turn to the right side. Let's make some big circles with our arms. So you can go at your own pace, or you can go with your own breath or my breath, whichever you choose. Nice stretch and around and expansion. And let's do one more. And then bend forwards. So halfway up first, sending the head forwards, and then come down with your hands, bend the knees a little if you need to, and then let's bend our right knee a lot. So we have a nice stretch in the left. And then bring the hips to the center, and let's bend the left knee and keep the right one pretty straight so we can feel a good stretch on that leg. And breathe. Nice calm Ujjayi breath. And hips back to the center. Let's bring the hands to the thighs. Slowly come up. Nice. Let's take the arms all the way up. And then on the exhale, let them come down. And we'll turn our feet back to the front and step forwards and walk it out. We want to loosen up those hips and thighs, especially. And the shoulders, you can shake them. That's it. And then we'll go ahead and work on the other side. So let's step back with our left foot now and sink into the high lunge, letting the hips come down gradually. The knees are forwards, all the joints are facing forwards, hips too. Now let's take our arms forwards, lift the arms, stretch upwards, and then anchor the arms into the shoulders nice and firmly. And breathe here, maybe look up, maybe even bend back, it's up to you. And then we'll lift up, convert this Virabhadrasana into our warrior two. The upper body is to the side, and then sink straight ahead. The right knee goes straight forwards, just like the arm, and bring the shoulder blades together. The outer edge of that back foot is best connected to the floor. And now we'll lower our left arm, reach the right one up, keep that right knee going straight, and then reach up high as you lean back. And our gaze is out to the side, or if you can, look up higher. Go ahead and do that, maybe even to the hand or beyond it. And then we'll slowly come back up to our warrior two. Lean forward so the elbow connects to the knee. Take the left arm up and then start trying to reach away from the hips with the upper body. So that's where the elongation comes in. That's stretching out away from the hips. And then slowly come up, turn to the left side, and let's take a nice breath, reaching up. You can bring the feet a little closer if you'd like, and have the feet pointed out at a slight angle. Let's come down to our goddess pose. So exhale, tighten the fists, bend the legs. So all the muscles there are working. And now we'll reach up, relaxing and stretching. And then goddess pose again. And then inhale, stretch and relax. Big breath. And then we'll exhale again. Goddess pose. Strong, strong goddess. And then inhale, stretch. And we'll do one more, strong goddess. And then stretch again. And bring the arms down. Shake them. And then let's turn towards our front foot. Step forwards and walk it out. We're next going down onto the ground where we're going to stay the rest of the time. So make your way to the floor. You might want to get another drink on your way though. And the first thing we'll do is prop our legs up on the wall or a piece of furniture. So I have a piece of furniture that I'm going to use. You can have your hips very close to it, or you can have less of a severe angle. We want our feet to go up nice and high though, so that our vascular system gets a rest. We have easier time getting blood back up to the heart. Let's take our arms up and over. Take a big breath in. And then exhale, bring the arms to the sides. And a second one, arms up and over. Exhale, bringing the arms to the sides. And now angel wings. So we breathe in, bring the arms up, hovering along the floor or sliding. Exhale, bring the arms back to the hips. And now again, arms out to the sides. Above the head, just as far as you comfortably can. And then again, let's bring the arms back to the sides. And then place the hands on the lowest part of the rib cage. Adjust if you need to be comfortable. So now we're going to close our eyes and breathe here several times with the intention of relaxing our facial muscles. So I will mention different areas as suggestions. Let's begin with the eyes. Relaxing the eyelids and the outer corners. And then relaxing the eyebrows. Moving our awareness to our foreheads and relax the forehead as well. And then the temples. And just to be sure, let's bring our couple fingers and massage at the temple. Just making little circles and then reverse them. And then go forwards. And then reverse them. And then bring the hands back to the ribs. Breathe, relax the crown of the head, if you can feel or notice muscles there, and the back of the head. And then bringing the awareness back to your face, underneath the eyes, the cheek muscles up near the eyes. Relax them. And the muscles out near the ears, the rest of the cheeks, around the nose. Finally, the mouth, the lips, the tongue, the outer corners of the mouth, and the jaw. One more breath, just trying to notice if any tension begins in any of those places again so that you can try to release it. Notice your breathing. So we're starting to slow it down a bit. Last breath here with just the legs resting. And then for our next activity, you can leave your heels on the support if you need that extra time. Otherwise, lift the feet off of it and lift the hands and arms too. And let's flex and point the feet and hands. So folding them forwards, you can keep a bend in the knee if you'd like. And we'll just go back and forth like that for a while longer. Loosening up the joints and building some muscle. And flexibility. And now let's hold the folding back, the flex. And then let's hold the pointing forwards. And now back again and hold. And then we'll go forwards again and hold. And then next we'll make circles. So you can alternate them like an egg beater or do them at the same time. Mix it up for yourself if you want to keep things interesting, and then reverse the direction. And then we'll place our heels, if you lifted them, back onto the support. Bend the right knee and have that ankle over the left knee, and then slide the left leg down. So if you're very close to the support, you'll start feeling a piriformis muscle stretch in the right hip. Flex the feet, especially the one on top of the knee, and continue bending that left knee, sliding it down your support. If that is plenty of stretch, you can stay just like that. If you need more, you can grab hold of your left knee and move it closer. Also, you can encourage that right knee to move farther away, just using the muscles in your hips and legs. And that will also help you intensify your stretch. Stretch that piriformis out more, and that way it's nicely stretched. We protect our piriformis muscle and the sciatic nerve. And breathe your nice calm Ujjayi breath. You can close your eyes and relax the shoulders. And then we'll place the legs back up. Switch to the other side. So we cross the left ankle on the right knee. Flex the feet and drop the knee slowly. The right foot, bring it slowly down your support until you feel a nice stretch in the left hip. And then if you do decide to make it a little more intense, remember the knees first. Try to push that knee away with the muscles in the legs and hip. And if you still need more, bring the right leg closer, which means pulling it off of its support. And if you still need more, you can tip a little bit to the right. Lots of options. And breathe. Nice, deep, full breathing. And we'll return the legs back up on support. Take one breath with our arms going up and over. Exhale, bring the arms back and slide the legs down. Place the feet on the floor and start maneuvering around until you can get back onto your mat with the knees bent. So we'll be lying on our backs. I forgot to tell you that part. So on your back, knees bent. We're going to lift our hips up into a half a bridge. So lifting the supported bridge because you have the shoulders on the floor is a supported bridge or half bridge. Weave the fingers together if you can. Wriggle the shoulders under to get a little more height and then use the muscles in the legs and the buttocks. And then from here, we'll slowly lower the spine down, one vertebra at a time, unfurling it onto the floor. Stretch out the left leg. Lift the hips slightly and move them to the right. And then we'll take our left hand and guide the right leg across the body. It's on its way to the floor, but it doesn't ever have to reach. Then take the right arm out to the right. Let the shoulder and arm sink into the floor and turn the head towards the right as well. And then take time here to breathe. Close the eyes. Imagine that you are lying in a soft towel on a soft, clean beach with beautiful, pristine water out in front of you. The vast ocean, clouds far, far on the horizon. Breathe, enjoy the comfortable temperature, the light breeze on your skin. You're getting just enough shade from the big, beautiful trees behind you. You can hear the birds in the trees making beautiful sounds. The waves are lapping, making more beautiful sounds. Every once in a while, you can reach a hand out into the sand and sift it. It's so soft and beautiful. Just enjoy being here on this beach. And now let's roll back to the center. Bend the left knee and bring the hips into the middle. And draw the knees into the chest. Just for a nice straight on stretch of the lower back. And then place the feet back on the floor. We'll go to the other side with our full spinal twist. Stretch out the right leg. Scooch the hips a little to the left. And with the right hand, guide the left knee across. Reach the left arm out and let the arm and shoulder sink. And gradually turn the head to the left. So we're looking out beyond the hand, beyond walls or fences. Close the eyes. This time, you're sitting underneath the tree, leaning against its nice bark. You're looking out at a little stream and you can hear the water bubbling along. You can see fish in the water because it's so clear. Again, it's shady, cool, but a perfect temperature. You can see some frogs on the bank. Good sign of a healthy environment. You're sitting, enjoying this beautiful place. You can see some flowers here and there and butterflies flitting amongst them. And a nice meadow farther on. Maybe there's even a deer or two in the meadow. And then we're going to leave that area now and roll back to our center. Bend the right knee and move the hips into the middle. Bring the feet together and let the knees go out into a nice butterfly. The outer edges of the feet are touching. You can have your hands out to the sides or on your ribs or up in the area above your shoulders, whatever you like. Breathe here a couple more times. Relax the facial muscles if any of them have tightened back up. And then let's bring our knees back together. Reach between them and grab onto the big toes or feet or ankles. And take the feet up high. Rock side to side and happy baby. You can do any of many variations of happy baby. The feet can be farther. They can be closer to the shoulders. You can go all the way to the floor on one side and all the way to the floor on the other. Or you can reach up with the higher foot, bringing the lower one closer to the shoulder. So many options. And have a little fun with it. Rock a few more times. And then we'll come back to the center, stretch the legs out. And then bring the legs back in. Place the feet on the floor, stretch the one leg out and then the other. And we'll do one full body stretch, arms up and over, reaching the arms and legs. And then bring the arms back to the sides. And turn the palms up towards the sky. Draw the shoulder blades in and let the shoulders sink into the floor ground. Notice how you feel. If anything's real tense, see if you can loosen it up. And then relax and start letting your thoughts drift farther away. You can always come back to them later. This is your chance to fully relax and enjoy the stillness of Shavasana. Time to start wiggling your toes and your fingers. Bringing your awareness back to our class. You can stretch your fingers and your toes, wiggle them around and stretch them out. And also your wrists, bend them back, forwards especially. We don't do much of that usually in class. So bring the hands closer to the inner wrists. And then if you'd like to stay lying down, that's all right. If you would like to sit up and do some ohms with me, then go ahead and make your way to that comfortable seated position. Have a drink if you need it, it's handy. And then we'll take a breath in and reach upwards. Bring the hands to the heart center on the exhale. And we'll do 3 ohms. Breathe in. Oh. 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 Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Thank you for being here. Namaste. Oh. All right. Good job, everyone. Thank you for being here. All right. And Veronica, you said you'd be here on Thursday. Oh. Your sound is off. Okay. Oh, that's okay. I'm glad you were able to do it, and Debbie and Vicky too. So nice little class.
Namaste, Nicole.
Namaste. Have a great
Namaste.
evening.
You too.
Thank you.
My sound on now.
It is.
Oh, I just figured it out.
Yay.
I'm learning all the time.
Yeah, that's right. It's a learning process for sure. All this Zoom and new things. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Oh, and the next time I'll see you, what, Monday, or are you going to come? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll see you at the beach.
All right. Bye.
Okay.
Let's see if
Bye,
I see.
Veronica. I'll close it if you can't. Not to worry. And Vicky, you are the only person left in the class at the moment. Are you there? Dad played tennis today. I thought maybe Mom would come in, but I don't believe she ever did. All right, so that's it. Bye.